Just take your time and look at this picture above me. The fact that this picture is even a possibility is enough proof that football is unfair. Football is a very, very wicked sport. That is Ousmane Dembele. I'm not hitting on Dembele. I'm happy for him. If this happens, very good. But the fact that there's a very high chance, like let's say 90% chance that this happens, is crazy. He's already in the Champions League final, another Champions League trophy. Then 2 World Cups. France is one of the favorites, if not the favorites for the World Cup, at least top 3 favorites for the World Cup. So there's a high chance that happens too. When you have players like Neymar that have 5 times the talent this guy has and 5 times the individual brilliance he has. You even look at Mbappe, at least he has won 1 World Cup. But how many players in the history of football have won 2 World Cups? 2 World Cups. First World Cup he won, he didn't do anything. He was useless for France. He didn't do anything for France in that first World Cup. But it is still on his trophy. Please mention me 5 players in the entire history of football that have a better trophy cabinet than this. 1 World Cup is equal to like 2 Champions League trophies. You now have 2 World Cup. A World Cup, 2 World Cups are like 4 years apart. 1. Then if you are 20 when you play the first World Cup, you'll be 24 when you are playing the next World Cup. If you are 24, you'll be 28. So it is highly unlikely for you to maintain that level of consistency in your career. And now Ousmane Dembele. See, I don't want to say football is unfair. Let's just say when God favor you, anything is possible. This thing is favor or real favor. Because just 2 years ago, man, Dembele was a joke. Barca sold him as, a reject. He was still getting injured anyhow. He now went to PSG where they found a way that he will not play many games, and now there's a possibility. 2 Champions League, 2 World Cups, 2 Ballon d'Ors. 2 Ballon d'Ors. If you told me this was even a possibility for Ousmane Dembele in 5 years ago, I will slap you and beat you. Like, wait till I go do you, you don't go believe. The fact that I mentioned Ballon d'Or, I can't even believe there's a possibility that he can win the World Cup because he's from France, and then Barcelona, maybe PSG. Who knows what can happen? You can do gumbody to win now, but you cannot do gumbody for Ballon d'Or. You cannot do if he wins the Champions League and France wins the World Cup, except he's totally useless for France, and maybe something like Mbappe. Mbappe is the only one that can stop him. Mbappe goes there and has like 10 goals and has a crazy World Cup again. Then fine. Unless we're about to witness Ousmane Dembele. You heard me right. I didn't say Messi. I didn't say Ronaldo. Ousmane Dembele, 2 World Cups, 2 Champions League, 2 Ballon d'Ors. The World Cup is the biggest trophy by far in football. I'm telling you right here, right now. I'm failing to think of players that have a better trophy cabinet than this. In terms of quality, I don't mean that you win 40 or 50 trophies or 30 trophies. Quality. If this is the only trophies he wins for the rest of his career,